Eagles, Vikings coming up on EA Sports as we come to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota for today's game.
I don't know which team has the better tight end, but I do know that could very well be the difference in this game today.
Well, if you made me choose between the two, I'll tell you what. I'll just say you take one. I don't care who you take. I'll take the other one because they're both that good. They can do it all. As I say, you hear me say it every once in a while. They're all in one. That means they can do anything you want.
We're underway here. He'll have a chance to take off. Shrugs off the first hit. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. Matthews. That's a gain of 6. The long-time productive tight end for the Eagles is Brent Selleck.
He's just one of those tight ends that knows how to get deep down the field, can make the catches, and has sneaky speed to get open when he has to.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
They'll go ground. Got a big lane.
The defense cannot give up these long runs. You have to hustle to the ball, get a lot of people around the ball carriers to make sure they don't take short gains and turn them into long ones.
First down here after the run. Here's the first snap after the big play.
The give. Breaks at the tackle. Smith's there to make the stop.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. The corners retreating.
The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
Second down and 5.
To the ground. Murray's brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First and goal to go from the 2.
The Vikings defense, they got backed up in their own red zone, but you know what? They came through that time. There's a run play. They were waiting for it, and they stopped the offense for a very short gain.
Second and goal to go from the 1.
And he's in for the touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead the football game. It just takes pressure off of you, and what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
The Eagles for the extra point.
And the extra point is good.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff.
Patterson will test the coverage. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Eagles defense now is going to go nickel.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
And they are in on Peterson. When you look at this offense, you have to acknowledge Adrian Peterson, one of the best running backs to ever play the game.
Well, he's asked to do a lot for the Minnesota Vikings. I always say he's the hardest working man in the NFL because that offense has sputtered many, many times. But Adrian Peterson, he just keeps rolling along.
The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's second down and 8 following the completion.
Bridgewater's off the mark there. Incomplete. If this defensive lineup is going to have the better of it today, it must get a big performance from Connor Barwin.
Connor Barwin, Jim, why they like him down here in Philadelphia is because he's big, rangy, and tough. That's what you want from your outside linebacker.
The Vikings snap it up at the 26. And it's swatted away. The offense stopped midway through the first, and they'll now turn to their defense.
Yeah, Jim, they're going to turn to their defense. Here we got a low-scoring game, and what they have to do is go out there on the field, find a way to stop the other offense from scoring some points.
Offense is still on the field here on 4th down, needing 8 yards for the first.
The Vikings have to get to the 33 for a first.
The play clock's running down. He'll throw it over the middle.
The Vikings turn the ball over on downs.
We're all geniuses after the fact. The fact that you just failed on a 4th down try, you go, oh, man, I wish we'd have punted it. No, you got to make those decisions. You got to live with it. And now you hope the defense can come out there and stop the other team's offense.
The Eagles snap it at the 26.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more. Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Has it. Touchdown. They came out firing on all cylinders, and already they've gotten a good leg up in this game, even as early as it is. What a hot start for this team. What's happened here, Phil?
Sharp play by the offense. That's what it's about. Man, they just came out mentally prepared, and they are showing the defense what it's all about, just executing one play after another.
The Eagles setting up for the kickoff. Patterson's going to run this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Vikings take the field here. Their last possession ended with the very crazy decision of going for it on 4th down from their own territory. An unusual decision, to say the least.
I don't know if it's unusual. We see this all the time from this guy. So it's when you're going to learn. You know, I guess when you pile up enough losses, you'll finally say, hey, I want to win a game. I'm going to manage it differently. And in those situations, you should punt.
Okay, if you were playing the game right now, what would you have done with that last possession?
I absolutely would have punted it without question.
The Vikings take it from the 23.
And making the stop, it's Malcolm Jenkins.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7.
Rudolph's on the right side, split out wide. And it's knocked down.
Lots of ways to attack cover 2. There's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath. You can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
Third and 7 coming up.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And it's batted down.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator. He called the right defensive play. The defender's in position and knocks down that third down throw.
The Vikings will risk it here, going for it on fourth down. The Vikings have to get to the 33 for a first. Bridgewater's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The Eagles' offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. Here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you.
Room to work, and he's out of bounds.
That was an awesome job by the running back that time, breaking those tackles. In the NFL, the low man wins. That time, the running back was the low man.
We watched them in practice this week, Phil. Practicing plays inside the 20. Let's see what they come out with their first opportunity today inside the red zone.
Well, you've said it many times. This is where you win or lose the football game. They got the quarterback and receivers to make it happen. Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Breaking huddle at the 15-yard line. The Vikings with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. First and 10. And they're all over him for the sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Bradford's back in shotgun formation. Intercepted.
Barr is able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Vikings retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
Bridgewater's got it in the gun.
Makes the reception. That's a gain of 7.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field, nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch, just short of the first down.
Let's go, Tiger! Tiger!
Second down, 3 to go.
And Wallace got it on a pass that had something taken off of it.
In this league now, you got to keep these wide receivers and quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and play man-to-man every play and think that's going to work. You got to mix in some zones, some blitzes, and then occasionally go man-to-man coverage.
The Eagles lined up in the nickel. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
And here we have second down.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Vikings from the 32. Got the completion. Gains 15. Third catch today so far.
Quarterback's best friend. Throw a short pass and see it turn into big yards. What a job that time by the pass receiver. Catches the short pass and picks up big yards afterwards. Nice job.
First down at the 47. Vinny Curry with the sack.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
From the shotgun, Johnson with the grab. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag, run to the flag of the end zone, or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
Bridgewater's completion percentage, 50% on the day. And it's swatted away.
Well, but there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side, and the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers. There is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Eagles defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. He runs with it right up the gut. Third and 7 coming up. The Vikings get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Charles Johnson with the catch. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. This long drive continues. The Eagles with a nickel look here on defense.
Let's go. Yay.
Trying to beat the play clock. Johnson with the grab. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
Let's go. Ready.
1st and 10. A nice touchdown. That'll close the gap.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
And the point after is good. The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. Into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Eagles are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points, and now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better. Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after. Nice job.
And Matthews is taken down at the 46. Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers.
Well, we got a close game here right before half. Good job by the offense deciding to go into hurry-up offense. What you need here, as many plays as you can get and use up as little time as possible.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. Matthews, right side. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
The best way to get more plays in before the end of the first half, go to the hurry-up offense. Nice job by the coach. We'll see if the quarterback can make it work. Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Easy catch there. No one near him. And he's brought to the ground. That's his first reception today.
There is nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
Stepping up to the line at the 4-yard line.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're
power surge for 6. Touchdown. What a fine start to this game. Here we are late in the second quarter. They put up another touchdown, Phil.
Well, they got a nice lead, and they like to take this in at halftime. And if you're the coach of the team that's leading at halftime, you know what you tell your players? Hey, guys, good job. Let's keep that going. You pat them on the rear and tell them how good they are because, hey, this has been a clinic so far in the first half.
The Vikings signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The Eagles for the extra point. The point after is good. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Patterson's going to test the coverage here. Breaks the tackle. Patterson's tackled right at the 42.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking. The speed of the returner gets down the field. And after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
The Eagles will come out in the dime. First down at the 42. Looking long. And it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
Second down after the incompletion. Bridgewater's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Drop back, shotgun formation. Lays out and makes the catch. The Vikings decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. Here's the football resting at the 43. The Vikings line up, split backfield.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Corners are backing off here. It's intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
The Eagles offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
First down at the 40. Pass is intercepted. tackle's made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Vikings just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 42. The defense gets a sack.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The defense got to the quarterback, and the offense is backed up here on second down. One more snap and halftime.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Intercepted. That brings the play to an end. And that will close out the first half from the Twin Cities. We'll step away for halftime and be back to Minneapolis in just a moment for the beginning of the third quarter. Sturgis has it teed up now for the start of the second half. With this kick, the second half is underway. Patterson will test the coverage. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Vikings offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. And you're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
Makes the reception. That's a gain of 6. That's his 4th catch of the day.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Wallace on the receiving end. 3rd and 2 coming up. Now the offense in their hurry up. The Vikings from the 27. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. Fourth and 9, and the offense trots back onto the field. They're going to go for it. The Eagles lined up in the nickel. The Vikings turned the ball over on downs.
The Eagles are more than happy to take that gift. The offense backed up in its own territory, and they go for it on 4th down and don't make